The book that I'm reading with you today is called Jabari Jumps. Can you say Jabari Jumps? Jabari Jumps. That's the name of the book, and the author is Gaia Cornwall. Gaia Cornwall. That's the author, the person who wrote the book. Jabari Jumps. Let's begin. Jabari jumps. Indeed. Indeed. Ah, one more picture. Looks like Jabari's getting ready. Jabari jumps. I guess that's Jabari in the picture getting ready to jump. Wonder where he's jumping to. Ah, I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. Jabari's jumping off of a diving board today.
My dad can do that.
Is that right? The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Are there any great jumpers in this room? Raise your hand if you're a great jumper. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it all. Jabari says he's a great jumper. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, 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 up. And then they dove down, down, down. Splash. Looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed it back. You ever had anyone squeeze your hand? Yeah. When his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed it back. Jabari stood at the end of the ladder. He looked up. Everybody look up. He looked up. You can go up before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. He let his friend in front of him go next so he could think. Jabari started to climb up and up. The ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, Jabari said. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. Do you see Jabari? What is he doing?
He's climbing down.
Yeah. I think he's going to take that tiny rest. Let's see. I like tiny rests. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, said his dad. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. All right, he was stretching. He thought maybe tomorrow. Let's see what happens. It's okay. It is okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath. Let's all take a deep breath. Good job. I take a deep breath and tell myself, I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little bit like a surprise. Jabari loves surprises. Does anyone in this room love surprises? Me too. I love surprises. I do. All right. Okay, Paige. Jabari took a deep breath. Let's do it again. And he felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair. Take it out. Right down to the tips of his toes. Do you see him taking that deep breath? See Jabari taking the deep breath? Jabari looked up. He began to climb up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Then Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. What do you think he's gonna do next? Let's see. His toes, you feel your toes in your shoes? Look at your toes. His toes curled around the rough edge. You see, he was holding on with his toes, y'all. He's holding on. His toes curled around the rough edge. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. Do you think he's ready? I love surprises, he whispered. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up, jumped off the board, and he was flying in the air. And then Jabari hit the water with a big splash. Woo! Good job, Jabari. Let's clap for Jabari. He did it. He did it. He did it. I'm so proud of Jabari. When he hit the water, down, down, down he went. Anybody ever jumped in the water before? Yeah. You know that feeling? And he went down, down, down in the water, and then he came back up, and whoosh, Jabari floated to the top. Jabari, you did it, said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What, said his dad. And you know what? What? Surprise! Double flip back is next. He's going in again. Good job, Jabari. Everyone say, good job, Jabari. The end. Jabari jumped. Listen, working up the courage. Everybody say courage. To take a big leap is hard, but Jabari is nearly almost ready to make a great big splash. Did Jabari make that great big splash? Yeah. He did. Sometimes do you need to take a deep breath first? Yeah. Let's do it one more time together. One more time. And that's the story of Jabari jumps. So one more time for Jabari jumps. Good job, Jabari.